General William T. Sherman said, "War is cruelty, and you cannot refine it." In the next picture, you see Mother Tabea Reich. She had 2 children. Sigrid was born April 6, 1941, and Edgar was born May 10th, 1942. And Edgar is your narrator today, many, many years later. The father Arnold died in August 1942 without ever seeing his little son. Here, Mother Tabea is hopeless in a black dress with 2 children. Nagato said, "War brings death and wounds and pain to both sides. There's nothing harder to accept than the death of you love." Mother Tabea would bring up her children as pacifists against war. Her son was not allowed to even play cowboy and Indians. "There should never be a gun in his hands," she said. In the next picture, you see Hitler's frenzy, which is reflected in the population of Germany. Endless propaganda had come through cheap radios put into every home and loudspeakers in all towns and cities. Hitler controlled all communications, including radios, newspapers, and magazines. It brought complete indoctrination of the masses. If you wanted to listen to the BBC in England, you needed to have another radio to connect to England, but it would have been considered treason if found out. James Madison said, "If tyranny and oppression come to this land, it will be in the guise of fighting a foreign enemy." The Second World War Hitler started killed 70 to 85 million people. In this picture, Mother Tabea tried to keep Hitler's madness from her. It is a picture of the town of Gastein. Hitler's tanks came into the city. She did not know of Hitler's atrocities. She said a Jewish tailor had disappeared in town, but she did not know why. SS stormtroopers, soldiers from Hitler, came to Mother Tabea's home around January 10, 1945. The Russians were fighting Germans in the nearby city of Poznan. Mother Tabea was told to flee for her life within 2 hours, or she would be shot dead with her children. The soldiers said, "The Russians are coming. You will be raped many times and will betray our defenses. Leave or you will be shot dead." Mother said, "I don't know your defenses. I have nowhere to go." They said, "We will shoot you dead." She thought about it. She wanted to die. But then she thought, maybe I can save my 2 children. She took this small wood cart you see in the picture and put the documents of the house and the farm we had in the bottom of the cart. Then came a feather bed and 2 small children, Sigrid and Edgar. She covered the children with another feather bed and went out into the snow and into the cold. Outside, a refugee trek had formed. Here is a representative picture of many women fleeing. The winters in East Germany were severe. In 1945, the temperatures at night in that area fell to minus 20 Celsius degree. White mounds along the way covered those frozen to death. Images of those having sat down in the cold and not being able to move were frozen people, frozen to death, covered with white mounds. There was no house, no any type of cover. Tabea started her walk in ice and snow. She would be out in the cold for over 1.5 months, much of the time without food. It is a great miracle from God, and God intervened. that Mother Tabea would live and survive with two small children.